dear brothers and sisters. It's really impressive to see you all exploding all your talents and entertaining us and giving us jokes and all types of information on the social media nowadays. It seems that everybody nowadays is very smart, everybody is aware of what's going on. We've all been through so many things that we have matured and survived and are passing all our experiences to everybody. Now, the subject that we are about to talk about today is very important, it's very serious. It's the World Wide Web and how sudden death is happening all over the place and nobody is being able to understand it or stop it or know how to protect themselves from it. And this is what we're going to talk about. Now, the reason I'm smiling and I'm talking about it lightly is because death is a serious subject. Everybody is scared of death. And, and there's really nothing to be scared of. Uh, we're going to explain how the whole thing developed and where we're at right now. See, it all started with the World Wide Web. It was first started by the military. From its name, it's called the web. They started it so that they can connect with each other and communicate and coordinate. But the word web basically describes what it is. The spider has a web and he uses the web to catch all the flies to eat. All the victims, all the crickets. Now that's what the web started out with, basically to start to catch all those flies on it. And it's a worldwide, so it's basically across the globe. It's not just in a small place. Now, there are good uses and bad uses for the web. Let's talk about and this is what we got to understand, the difference between both. Now, the good uses is that it connected the whole world all together. It surpassed all the differences, all the boundaries that they have put on maps to create divisions between nations and the whole world, made the whole world one. And you could grow only as big as your imagination and your thinking. If you wanted to just sell to your community, you had to make a website, you had to advertise. It exploded, the websites. People had to learn how to do websites, how to market themselves to their communities, to their countries, to the world if they wanted to, because, you could sell to the whole world. It made the whole world one piece. People could buy from China, they could buy from Argentina, everybody knew about everybody, they removed all these boundaries that were there. And it exploded the economics, the sales, everything. Everybody became a very good marketer. They had to create websites, their businesses depended on it, and they had to use computers and keep improving their computers and laptops, and they had to stay connected, and everywhere they go, they had to stay connected. If they lost the connection, then they lost business, so they had to always be connected. And people that created content, had the pressure to keep creating contents, keep updating their websites and what have you. And big companies started growing out of that because they have discovered that they can cater to all the needs of the human being. The human being has so many needs and wants, and you can cater to them and you could use their needs and wants against them also. So that gives you a lot of power. So, Facebook started, everybody, it was free, so everybody wanted to get connected. People got to know each other across the globe, find relatives that they haven't seen in a long time, everybody had to use it. And the algorithms in it were that, you gave them all the information, the information that used to be an intelligent information that people had to go dig about you, search about you to find anything about you. You voluntarily now give it to them, where you're living, what you're doing for a living, who your relatives are, brothers, sisters, family, your location, they know everything about you. and exploded so fast. The information technology, supercomputers, Google, everybody had to know information. They had to have it now. And everybody didn't know what's going on, they just gave that information. Now the web grew very fast, and they needed mega centers for data, and they needed mega computers, and the faster computers, the more they could produce. And people wanted to make money. They got used to making money out of nothing, out of their computer, then their phones. Everybody's had to stay connected. They had to get fast internet. It wasn't downloading things fast enough. They needed speed. They needed to teach you how to get faster and better and higher technology and all that, because that always gave you the advantage. They even created currency, that is the cryptocurrency, because you see, creating mega data centers costs a lot of money, billions of dollars, and they needed that fast, so they started the cryptocurrency, the Bitcoin, the chain link. People didn't know, they thought that their computers were farming money for them, farming Bitcoins. They didn't know that they were being used as data centers to make it faster and faster and spread everything. And they knew that they can control everything. All your needs, all your wants are over there. They affected your behaviors, your interactions, your trust with your spouse, with your family, with everybody. Divorces skyrocketed. Women are meeting other men on it. Men don't trust their wives don't trust their husbands. In fact, 4 out of 5 divorces in the US that were filed had the word Facebook in it. So Facebook started controlling people's behavior. They started telling them what is acceptable and what is not acceptable, teaching them, the rules. If you, do something that is against the rule, they'll block your account for a day. If you do it again, it's for 3 days and what have you. And people were really, nervous, and they get agitated. I mean, these guys are controlling us. They're controlling our thinking. Then they found out that they could control countries even, They can change regimes. They can affect elections. The Arab Spring came, the Facebook, social media played a big part in it, and everybody's up in arms, and they changed the whole world with it, and everybody doesn't know what's going on, but everybody's panicking. And you see, the whole idea is that you get some people out there that want to reduce the population of the world. They think that the world population of 7.5 billion is too much for the earth to sustain, that the environment cannot sustain that many people on it, while NASA itself said that the world can sustain over 30 billion people, not just 7.5 billion. Of course, with the way that we are living, we have to change it, but technology is developing very fast that we can sustain it. Now, the reason why I'm making you understand this and how things came up and how they hit us with the viruses, the coronaviruses physically created massive panic among people. You had the smart president of the biggest and richest, the most technological country in the world, tell people to drink Clorox to get rid of corona. Death was all over the place. People were scared. Facebook turned into an obituary. The old people, probably were dying of not of the disease, but of being scared. I'm getting to you where we are right now and how it all happened, but I just wanted to make your mind, jiggle your mind, let you see where we are going, and I'll explain it more.